Today in WoW, I'll be attempting to solo Torghast Fracture Chambers as a Resto Druid, and I'll be doing so while drinking a hot apple cider cocktail. Welcome to Tipsi Gaming! Just a couple things before we begin. First of all, I'm streaming on Twitch every Sunday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, and I would love it if you would stop by and say hello. Also, if you want to skip the cocktail portion and jump straight to the in-game play, check the timestamp below. As I said, for today's cocktail, because it's the holidays, I'm going to be making a hot apple cider. I'll be using the recipe from the official WoW Cookbook, which takes in-game recipes and then creates them in real life. It's incredibly well put together, brings back so many memories, and it just makes me ridiculously happy. So if you want to get one either for yourself or for someone else as a gift, I'll put a link to it in the description below. This recipe makes 4 to 6 servings, and I don't need quite that much, so I'll be cutting the recipe in half to only make 2 to 3 servings. The scaled down ingredients for hot apple cider are 4 cups of apple cider, and this can be still or sparkling. I went for sparkling because fizzy is fun. However, we are heating this recipe, and I don't know if the fizzy will still be there at the end of the simmer. I'll get back to you on that. I already have 2 cups in the pot, so now I just need to add the other 2. Next is half a teaspoon of holiday spices, which is another recipe from the WoW Cookbook. 1/2 to 1 cup of brandy. I split the difference and went with 3/4 cup. And lastly, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. Once you've combined all the ingredients except for the garnishes, heat them over medium-high heat and then let it simmer for about 10 minutes. Remove from the heat and pour into heat-proof mugs. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll be back to garnish. Now for the garnish. The easy one, cinnamon stick. Just toss it in there. The more difficult one is the orange peel, because I have yet to find a peeler that I really like and works really well. So if you have one that's a favorite, please let me know, because I'd be very interested. That could have gone much worse. Twist the orange peel to release the oils and garnish in your mug. There we have it, our hot apple cider. Now I'm gonna go die in Torghast. Come on!
Attempting to solo Torghast Fracture Chambers, Layer 7, as a Resto Druid. Wish me luck. Just for your information, this is the gear that I'll be using for this run. I do have my legendary helm, but it's a restoration helm, so it doesn't help at all when I'm soloing. So I'm hoping that even though it's only a item level 171, the helm that I do have equipped, because it has a gem slot and a tertiary stat for leech, I think it will be better for this run than the legendary. So that's what I'm going to be running with. So far, not actually too terrible. Oh, that's sneaky Soul Stalker. I had no idea it was there. Oh man. All right, well now it's gonna die. Okay, so that's the gear that I'll be running with. For talents, I'm using Cenarian Ward. Renewal, Balance Affinity, Mass Entanglement, Cultivation, Overgrowth, and Germination. Oh, that's the thing I just picked up! I was wondering, I'm like, what is that? It's the anima power I just acquired. For my Soulbind, I'm using Naya right now because of the bonus to Convoke the Spirits. Plus Grove Invigoration is really good for both healing and DPS. run without tiring isn't so bad in Torghast. Which way, which way? It looks like it's not guarded, which makes me think that it is. Oh, it's not. It's just an anima orb. Whoa! Okay, number 1, that is a giant forearm. And number 2, that is dripping copious amounts of blood. Ugh. That's gross. Really? Nothing else down here? Okay. Some things to break, though. Is that what I came down? It must have been. But then that shows that there's another, like, secret hall this way. Oh, it's through there. And I don't have a way in. Okay. I am so confused by the maps here. The other thing I should mention is that I have not purchased any of the permanent Torghast upgrades from Venari, mostly because I haven't figured out which ones are worth it yet, and I've been kind of saving my Stygia to use for the gem slot. I should probably use some at least to upgrade Torghast. So if you have any Torghast upgrades that you've found to be especially beneficial, let me know in the comments below. It is weird using my balance form in my Resto spec because it's just not the same keybinds that I'm used to, but it's the best that I've been able to set up so far. So I might need to revisit my keybinds. Okay, but so far not actually too terrible. And because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and do full clear. I forgot that they do this freaking like bone armor thing. Because I'm used to getting one like close and then switching to the next one and letting the dots finish it off. But these guys don't like to cooperate with that. Let's go talk to the captive dredger just in case everything hits the fan and I want to make sure I complete the quest. What did I just say about completing the quest before things hit the fan? Need to take my own advice. I love the dredgers. I think that they are just hilarious. I was really hoping that I could typhoon him off the edge. Yeah. It was worth a shot. Do they have to put it right on the edge so that I feel like I'm in danger of falling off every time? Also, shout out to my guildie who made the suggestion that I use efflorescence more because I'm not used to using it when I'm soloing because it seems so inefficient, but it can really make a difference in Torghast. That wasn't so bad. I mean, I know this is only floor 1, and that floor 6 is historically a huge leap as far as difficulty, but so far I'm feeling pretty good about this. Alright, on to floor 2. I miss having treants coming in here as Resto. I really miss having treants. guys need to die so I can collect my anima. Ooh, another one. Okay. Then I guess I will use Prowl more often. Alright, well those 5 seconds are gonna be pretty awesome. So we may as well use them, right? Ugh, this one is big. I don't know that I want to do the whole place here. That's the other thing that I miss about balance form is interrupt. I have the one, but that's it. It's not much. Can I reach it without aggroing the boss? Yay, I can. I feel like I should just get the soul remnants. Yeah. I'm also just gonna go ahead and go for the boss. I'm not gonna worry about completing the rest of this floor. It's a lot and I'm already here. Ooh, I like the Affinity Stones ones. Yeah, that's one of my preferred anima powers. I like it. Alright, 2 floors down, 4 to go. Although, does this one really count? Soulborn Clasp is good. Especially since I'm not in balanced spec right now, and so my Moonfire doesn't hit 2 targets at the same time. I think Soulborn Clasp is going to be a really good choice. I feel like I should pick up the other one, but at the same time, I don't have a ton of Phantasma to spare. But I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Ooh, 2 commons. Okay, I'll stick with the Refilling Elixir of Life. It's just a nice little safety net. Okay, so I'm curious what you guys think. Is drinking the hot apple cider while in Torghast, is it a boon or is it an affix? Is it a buff or is it self-sabotage? Let me know what you think. I know that in some of these there's a coiled rope. I think that's later on. There's the coiled rope. Oh, there's guys there. I completely didn't see them in the background. Oh, yay me. Okay, coiled rope. Check. Ooh. Yes. That is fantastic. Convoke the spirit. Alright, so Convoke the Spirit is now on a 1.3 minute cooldown. Its damage and healing is increased by 100. And where to go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? And it deals 75% increased damage for 5 seconds after exiting Prowl. Yeah, this is good. This is very good. I keep forgetting that... Well, I can't tell, because I know that with some mobs, when you kill the ritualist, then the skeleton guys just despawn. But then others, they don't, and I keep forgetting which is which. It's between secret spices or rootwood scarab, because my biggest problem in here is big powerful bosses, in which case the Soulburn clasp isn't as effective. Alright, we'll do Malrats. Anyway, alright, so that's 4 floors down, 2 to go. This has been going fairly well. Fingers crossed it continues to do so. So hopefully I didn't just jinx everything. Alright, now I have a spectral key. What was it? Oh. I thought I picked it up. It's right here. I don't know, but I think... Ah, there it is. Okay, a lock has opened elsewhere on this level. So something opened. I don't know what, but we'll find out. Oh, those guys are like fighting for me. Oh, well that's awesome. I'm kind of really confused as to what's happening at the moment. I like how I'm letting the other guys take care of that big guy, and I take care of the skeletal remains. I'm cool with that. Whoa, I don't want to die. Oh, I think the thing kicked in. That was great. Gotta love my safety net. No, no, no. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Ah, oh, dang it. Man, these guys are just tearing it up. That was the last key that I needed to unlock that chest, which is awesome.
Looking for a fight?
Is there anything in that room? I think we pulled everything in that room. Oh, man. Oh, that was it. Which makes sense. That was a lot. And now we're on to floor 6. So, oh, this guy. This guy gave me some trouble. I killed him before, but it wasn't a layer 7 for one. And it took a while. Alright, sip of fortification. Review of my anima powers, so that I know what I should be focusing on. Alrighty. That's not what I wanted. But I'll take it. I think that was my safety net. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, just die already! Yay! I win! Okay, only one death. That wasn't so bad. I was hoping to do it with no deaths, but it's also been a while since I've come in here as Resto. So, I wasn't entirely sure what to expect, but that actually went fairly well. I mean, granted, I did get a lot of really good anima powers, and that's where the RNG comes in. So, if you're in here as Resto and you're not getting good anima powers, then I could see this going a completely different direction. I think the important thing in Torghast is really making the most of the anima powers, no matter which ones you get, trying to incorporate them instead of just sticking to what you usually do in order to make this just a smoother run overall. And as you can see, it is completely possible to solo Torghast as Resto spec, at least for a druid. I can't speak to any of the other healing classes, but for me at least, I was pleasantly surprised. So if you do a Torghast run, let me know how it goes, and if you have a video or cocktail that you want to see me make, leave a comment below. Remember, I stream on Twitch every Sunday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, and until next time, please remember to drink and game responsibly. Bye now! By the way, if any of you are curious, this shoulder piece here is what causes the stinky buff. It says buff. I don't think it's a buff. So if you have that stinky on you and you're not sure why, it's because of the shoulders.